Don't hate your life, a life changing story. The morning sun filtered through the grey curtains of a teeny room where 17 years old Maria sat cross legged on her bed. A half written journal lay beside her, its page scrawled with angry, hopeless words. Maria hated her life. The world outside seemed brighter for everyone else, but her days were filled with shadows she couldn't escape. Her family financial struggle weighed heavily on Maria's dream of attending college and escaping her suffocating small town seemed impossible now. At school, she felt invisible, like a ghost. Why can't I have that? She whispered bitterly to herself. Her breaking point came one rainy afternoon when she overheard her parents arguing, her father's frustration, and her mother's weariness struck like knives. Maria ran out of the house. She found herself at Old Park on the edge of town. I hate my life, she murmured. Why am I even here? As she sat there, lost in her thoughts, an elderly woman approached. Her name was Helen, a kind eyed lady who often wandered the town feeding stray cats and picking wildflowers. Helen had seen Maria grow up and knew the weight the girl carried. Mind if I sit? People talk, asked gently. Maria shrugged. The woman lowered herself onto neighboring, swing her fair hands, clutching a small pot of daisies. You know, Helen began, there was a time when I hated my life too. Maria looked at her in surprise. Helen always seemed to serene, like someone who had it all figured out. You? But you are always so happy, Helen chuckled. That's because I learned something important, but it took years of pain to get there. Let me tell you a story. Maria nodded, curiosity overtaking her despair. When I was your age, I wanted to be a dancer, Helen began. I dreamed of of performing on grand stage and traveling the world. But life had other plans. My father fell ill and my dreams were buried under hospital bills and the responsibility of caring for my siblings. I resented my life. I spent years feeling angry and cheated, wondering why others seemed to have it so easy. Helen paused, her eyes misting with memory. One day, I was walking home from work when I saw a man sitting on the sidewalk. He was blind, but he had a smile that lit up his entire face. I was curious, so I stopped to talk to him on shoe. You know that he said where I asked why he was so happy. Maria shocked her head draw into the story. He said, because I am alive, because I am feel the sun on my face and the breeze in my hair. Every day I wake up, I have a chance to experience something beautiful, even if I can't see it. The words hit Maria like a jolt. Helen continued, that man taught me to look for beauty no matter how small, even in the darkest time. I began to notice things I would overlooked before, a child's laughter, the smell of rain, the way my mother's face it up when I cooked dinner for her. Slowly, my resentment faded, replaced by gratitude. Maria looked down at her hand. But what if you can't see anything good in your life? What if everything feels broken? Helen placed a hand on Maria's shoulder. Sometimes life feels like a shattered mirror, but each shared reflects something unique. It's about piecing them together bit by bit and finding your own picture. Start small, write down one thing every day that doesn't make you sad. Maybe maybe it's a kind word someone said or a moment when the sky looked particularly beautiful. Maria felt a flicker of warmth in her chest, like a candle being lit. She thought about the stray cat that sometimes followed her home, the way its purring comforted her. She thought about the old books she loved to read, their stories offering an escape from her reality. I guess I could try, she said hesitantly. That's all you need to do, Helen replied. Keep trying and remember, even when life feels heavy, you are stronger than you think. The fact that you are still here, still fighting, proves that. They sat in silence for a while, the rain easing into a soft drizzle. As Helen stood to leave, she handed Maria the dices. There are for you. Remember that beauty can grow even in the roughest place. Over the week that followed, Maria took Helen's advice. She started finding small joy, a sunrise, a favorite song, her mother's laughter. Her life didn't magically become perfect, but it became bearable. And with time, even hopeful years later, Maria became a counselor, helping others find their way through despair. She never forgot Helen's lesson that life, no matter how broken it feels, always hold a spark of beauty waiting to be discovered.